kick it and go. With stiff arms, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With stiff arms, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
And 5 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Barber. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
The Browns drive about to get started, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? He needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Beckham complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And this one will be brought back to the 22. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On third down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
All over you.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Browns. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. That's the
on to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Cole.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Man, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Mayfield now. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
The 13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 15. Check 15.
And again, it's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's get off the field,
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of
15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Complete to Antonio.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Bring it up, bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by...
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Haskins. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And Thomas has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of...
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And it's 3rd and short.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, that was dangerous.
Mayfield
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Austin Hooper. Kendall Fuller there on the cover.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
The onside kick recovered by Washington.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Peyton Barber, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mayfield sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
4th down.
And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
This will be, 38 yards out.
Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback. He expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They go play action with Haskins. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Browns 21. Washington
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
And
You thought
he
you had
takes
it.
it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
J.D. McKissick, 66 yards.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Breaks a tackle.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Kareem Hunt, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mayfield's pass.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This one caught by Davis. And all the way in. touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Slings this deep from McLaurin and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They will run it. It's McKissick. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Washington on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Browns 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
22, about 22. Here we go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Back it.
Throwing again. Haskins. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
27.
A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D.
Mayfield to throw it. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Good. Makes the score Browns 42, Washington 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of
so that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 13-yard line.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield uncorks one for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.